Hi guys, Zach here with another Command & Conquer Red Alert video. In this game I'm playing a 4v4 match on the map Blue Lakes. I'm starting in the middle left position playing as the Soviets. So on this map what you've got is you've got quite a lot of ore around the position I'm starting in. It's like lots of like really small ore patches. And in this game, I've got an enemy that's directly underneath me. So I'm just sending some infantry there immediately. And we've also got Cyan on our team, who's going to be starting near a person just underneath him as well. So first of all, I'm just sending some infantry out, do a little bit of scouting. And also, what's really important is I don't let other scouts get into my base. And you can see there, the team below us has some scouts coming up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to scatter some infantry around and just block the path. Now, as you can see, there's like lots of small patches around my base, so I'm going to sort of like need to spread my base out a little bit and get some of those ore trucks working on different patches. And I'm just having a bit of a look at Cyan, and Cyan's actually in a decent position for the start because we can see his ore truck there going straight for the gems, so that's going to help him quite a bit in the early game, having access to that. And yeah, I've just got my infantry spread out, so I don't have to worry too much about the right side, hopefully, because we do have some players there, although we can see, I think that's on our team actually, that infantry, so we're okay there. And because I don't have many gems where I start, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to be going for my second ore refinery before I go for my second war factory. It's just going to be important to get a good economy going. I also need to be like really aware. I'm only building like one ore truck from my first war factory, and that's just so I can get tanks out quite early because I could get attacked early on in this game. I'll just have to be quite careful. And you can see the team below us is trying to run some infantry up, but Nose has actually got an infantry through there, and there seems to be a little bit of fighting going on there. We can see Cyan with a heavy tank and Nose with a light tank. So Cyan is obviously going to be benefiting from those like early gems, and I'm just going in a little bit as well. I just need to keep a close eye on my base because this is Nose here, so I'm quite worried that Cyan will get defeated early, and if Cyan did get defeated, then that would put me in a real bad position. So I'm just having a quick look over at all times, just so I can quickly get back if needed. But here there's a fight between Nose and Cyan with a bit, and we're just helping him a little bit here. He does seem to have built up a few light tanks now, and I'm just checking the other side all of the time. And we can see some of those light tanks coming in, but they're getting defeated pretty quickly, and they've fallen apart because they fall apart quite easily, light tanks, especially, and because Cyan's helping me, we're getting a pretty good trade here. And now what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to be building a Tesla coil, and we can see the orange who are below me have actually gone to Nose's base, so that sort of like works out on my favour, because what I know now is I can just keep on attacking Nose's base. What he probably should have done is gone up to my base, and that would have hurt me a lot more. So now we're trying to take out Nose's buildings. We've got his ore trucks here, so I think that ore truck is going to go down, it looks like, and yes it does. And now he's lost quite a lot of tanks, and we're just having a little bit of a fight here again with orange as well, but Nose's tanks do seem to be low in number, and now that my teammate has got a Tesla coil there, it's going to make it a bit harder for Nose to attack, because he's just got, we can see he's only got 2 tanks there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to focus more on my side of the, well, on the left side, going down there and fighting orange, because we managed to do quite a little bit of damage there. And I'm just getting my tanks together. Cyan just needs to be careful there with his ore truck. And yeah, hopefully that Tesla coil will provide good defence. I'm just, yeah. He's got that ore truck not moving at the moment. He doesn't seem to have many tanks, but orange is coming up, so I'm going to need to go back to my base pretty quickly and just defend against this. Now let's see what orange tries to do. Is he going to go for the base dive? It does look sort of maybe like that at the start. He was getting rid of that Tesla coil, which he needed to do at the start, because those Tesla coils do a lot of damage if they're left to keep on firing. But now the attack with orange and me, we're both using heavy tanks, so it's like sort of we've got the same same weapons, and it's looking, I think I'm slightly ahead at the moment. He has got few infantry that provide like a bit of a nuisance, but that's not too bad. And those tanks are going down, and now I've got that Tesla coil up as well, and that's going to take the rest of his units out, and now we can start focusing on attacking further down. But we can see my teammate Cyan is in trouble, and I'm sort of in trouble now because Orange is coming up, and he does have a big army, so he's really managed to probably work on his economy and get some production of tanks. So I'm really stuck here at the moment. I'm going to need to fight this out. And there's my Tesla coil there, providing a little bit of defense, which is nice to have in that area. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my MCV just closer to that Tesla coil, so if he does chase it, he's going to have that Tesla firing on his tanks. And that Tesla coil is in a pretty good position because it does protect some of my war factories. It's also next to one of my ore refineries as well, because some of these buildings do look like they're going to go down. And now we can see Nose is coming from the other side of my base, so I'm in a little bit of trouble at the moment. And we do need to try and defend against this, but Nose, I think, is now going back, and we can see Orange at the top of my base. But it looks like Cyan is pretty much done for, so that's a bit of trouble for us. But I am going to need to keep on defending at my base, because Orange will just keep on going through it. I am going to get that other Tesla coil lower down, so that should hopefully provide us a little bit of support. And I'll need to make sure, because I might be low on power, but that Tesla coil doing some damage there, and we can see that Orange's tanks are starting to diminish, and he's retreating back to his base. I'm also getting some of just an extra power plant down, just to make sure I'm not low on power. I'm going to need to keep on building them actually, because Nose is coming in now with his medium tanks, and we just have to defend this as much as we can here. If he gets too close, so that Tesla coil's going to start firing on his medium tanks, which it starts to do now. And yeah, he's starting to lose a few of those tanks. But we can see that Orange is coming back into the game now. And he's on the attack, and he's got a lot of tanks. And this isn't working too well for us at the moment, because he's got more tanks than me. And I'm in a little bit of trouble, so I'm going to hopefully need some backup. We can see Cyan now, pretty much his base is gone, and now that's my construction yard going down, unfortunately, and there's just nothing I can do at the moment. Orange is coming into my base, and it looks like my buildings are going to go down. But we can see Blue is coming into Orange's base, so Orange is in my base, so he can't defend his own base, and Blue is on the attack, so we'll have to see how this goes, because I'm going to be out of this game now. There's just nothing I can do. And yeah, that's me done for, and we'll have to see, because Orange is going for Blue's base, or is he going to go back? We'll have to wait and see, because Blue has took out most of his buildings, and yeah, that's Orange. Well, there's a pink MCV, but that doesn't really matter too much. Yeah, he may as well take it out because he's there, but Orange is. So he must have a base somewhere else. He must have another MCV. Orange taking out Cyan. That was probably a mistake, actually. He should have gone straight for Blue's base while he was in there. So what Blue needs to do now is he needs to defend, because he's got a working base. Orange doesn't, because he won't have had time to like expand to other parts of the map. So as long as Blue can defend this, he should be okay. So let's see if what can go on here. Let's see if Blue can defend against Orange, because Orange has got a big army, but Blue does have the base. And from what I can see with Orange, his ore trucks aren't moving, and that tells me he doesn't have a full working base somewhere else. So let's see now, Orange taking out those tanks, and because he's got the better numbers, he's been able to take out those tanks quite easily. We'll have to see, is Blue going to take he's got some tanks further south, and now he's bringing them back to his base. So let's see what's going to happen here. He's losing his war factory, but he's got his MCV on the move, which is a good thing, because it means even if his base does get destroyed, his MCV will likely survive. Although Orange will have good visibility probably on that patch, because he did have his tanks like above my base for part of the time, so we'll have to see. But now that Blue is getting his tanks back, and I think Orange is starting to run out of tanks, and I don't think he's going to be able to destroy the entirety of Blue's base. And as long as Blue can keep an ore refinery alive, that's going to put him at a massive advantage. Yeah, we can see now Orange's tanks are being destroyed. And that is probably going to be, sort of a good game, because all he needs to do now is find Orange's construction yard. So yeah, I guess that was a bit of a strange game. And yeah, we can see Orange setting it up there. I mean, what Orange should have done at the start is probably gone for my base straight away. Yes, it sort of didn't work too well though, but I thought Cyan was going to be safe when he had that Tesla coil. But I think what Cyan did is he focused on tanks early on, and he didn't build an economy. And I think that really hindered him mid-game, and that's when Nose attacked him and destroyed his base. And yeah, I just got sort of like in a bad position as well with Orange. Because yeah, he managed to get a good shot on my Tesla coil, and probably because I was investing in Tesla, maybe Orange was just like Orange was investing in economy and stuff like that, and that's probably why, probably how he got the upper hand. Anyway, that's the end of the game. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video.